In this episode of the Under Attack Show, we take a look back at our favorite moments on the skateboard tour across Canada, from the skaters that did the entire summer tour and the ones that just came and went.
It might look really fun to be on a skateboard tour, but believe me, when you do the Under Attack tour, it's really intense. It's a go, go, go every morning. You got demo, you have a schedule, you got to follow it. You're with the same people 24/7, in the bus, in your room, you got to share. You got to wait for your shower, wait for the bathroom, you got to sleep on the floor once in a while. You got to share a bench in the bus. So it wasn't easy at all for anyone, to be on the road. Even if you didn't sleep so well, you gotta skate it, you gotta push it. Keep everyone happy and everyone motivated, everyone willing to skate. Everyone has to set up the street course, to put the stickers up, to be up on time, to hit the road, to be on time for the demo. So it's a lot harder than it could seem. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's just a life experience. Everyone has to learn and to live in as a big family, basically.
Since it's been going on, there's something wrong.
Let's talk about the bus, that broken down piece of... I stopped in Winnipeg where I had the manifold replaced. I had a muffler fixed. I had the battery recharged. I had the brake system retested. I gave it a full government inspection in Winnipeg, which cost quite a bit of money. I made sure it's safe for the Rockies, basically, because this bus has a slow braking and the Rockies have a long slope. So you have a heavy, slow braking bus versus a long slope, you're going to have yourself an accident. So basically I inspected the bus every day in, day out, to make sure it was running and safe.
Since it's been going on, there's something wrong.
The bus? Pretty sketchy. I felt like I was gonna die many times in that bus. Shakes around a lot. Uncomfortable. Don't have a lot of leg room.
Not much.
But I don't know, I guess it's better than a van, because you can get up, walk around, stretch your legs. So I guess it really shouldn't be bitching all that much because it could have been in a van.
I'm kind of fed up seeing that bus. Just the Dom. He's an okay driver, but kind of sketched out on the ride through the Rockies.
Yeah, he was pretty scary to watch drive. He'd be sitting on the back of the bus, gambling, rolling dice, chilling, whatever, watching the road, and I swear it'd be going side to side, back and forth. It was pretty crazy. Paul would yell up to Dom to slow down every once in a while because he was scaring him.
Get on the bus!
Hi, this is Gianmarco Alaimo, and you're watching the Under Attack Show.
So what's also very interesting during the Under Attack tour is the friendship between every skaters, because it's pretty interesting to see so many people coming from so many different places that don't really know each other that become such good friends in such a short amount of time, and how tight they become. It's pretty much them against the world once they're together in that bus. No one can come between them. We wanted everyone to become good friends, to stay friends, and to make new connection, and it worked. Everyone became really good buddies, and that's definitely what Under Attack Tour is all about. It's all about peace and friendship.
Dan Pageu skated really well in all the demos. Pretty much skated from the beginning to the end of every demo, and just everyone had their standard tricks. Grant with his nollie, every flip, but Dan would just belt them out like conveyor belt, He just knocked out tricks from beginning to the end. It was 3 hours, consistent different tricks.
Pageu is insane. Watching Pageu skate these demos, he'd kind of roll around slow for a bit, land some tricks here and there, and then out of nowhere he'd just start blasting 14 trick lines around the demo or something at the end of the demo, or anytime he just like spontaneously erupt and start blasting crazy tricks, crazy lines. Damn, it's great to have on the demos. I don't know if it was so much as like a kid hype thing, but he was just a guy that could go out there and land tricks and land tricks and land tricks.
Oh, he is a demo himself. I swear, him, Jason Carley are their own demo. They, rain or shine, they'll go skate it and just pretty much kill it. And bust shit that you wouldn't usually see getting busted, or just shit that, like, fucking good shit. Like, they just kill it. Like, any trick on quarter pipe, transition ledge, both of them.
He's a cool guy. I didn't know him before. I didn't know who he was. I just saw his gnarly pictures in Color magazine. He has some pretty gnarly pictures. That's all I knew him from, but he's a really cool guy. Super nice. Cool to have him around.
Swell's a swell guy. I bet you didn't see that coming, eh? Swell's awesome. And he's good to share a bed with because he doesn't move when he sleeps.
Jason Carley is his own freaking story in himself. That guy is the man. He should be pro in my eyes. Like, I've seen that guy bust shit that I wouldn't even see pros bust. To him, it's nothing. He'd go shotgun a beer after, like it's like he's sleeping.
Carl's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. So many good moments with him. He's always keeping everyone laughing. Just the way he is. It's cool. It's cool to have him around. So need someone like him.
Like, I don't think I've seen one session where Crawley doesn't finish the day with breaking his board. Like, he'll complain, but then, oh, this rail sucks, man. Then 2 seconds later, you'll see him jumping on it. So it's not really like, a lot of people just complain and then don't skate it. Like, he'll complain about the spot. Oh, this sucks, man. And then he'll bust, like, big spin front board slide on this, like, little tiny rail, like, and, like, ding, just roll away, like, huh?
Yeah, Carley's amazing. I don't know, that guy just got mad skill. He's just there to have fun and skate. He's nothing. He doesn't want to go pro. He doesn't want to have anything like, he doesn't want to even be famous or anything. He just wants to skate and have fun and drink his beers, you know, and hang around with his friends. I think that's what it's all about to her, too.
Carl Lavelle, I've known for a while in Montreal. I skate with him all the time. My homie. He just skates with so much power and so good.
C'est pop machine, là, ce gars-là, c'est fou. Toutes les flip tricks, là, des Nord arcade flip, là, trop bien popé, même, puis tout le temps vraiment haut.
Carter's from England. I don't know, I think Alex just heard about him or met him. Called him up and asked him if he wanted to be on the trip.
Ben lui, c'est le gars comme le plus relax qu'il y a pas, man. Il chill tout le temps, man. Il a la meilleure attitude, tout un peu ça.
I like how Paul hides kind of when he skates. He doesn't like to be around a bunch of fools. He doesn't like to show off or nothing like that. He just Paul skates.
And it's like me and Paul had that same vision. I know he's been skating for like ever, and he can just go out and skate the streets and bust out tricks without even filming it or anything, which is great because that's what skating is, just going out with friends.
GP was sick too. Grant would come out and do, I guess he had a hurt knee or something, so he skated a lot of nollie and switch other than regular. And the kids were really psyched that he was in town.
I think out of everyone, he had the most hype at the time. Like, he got on Blind, and he had a lot of American coverage coming out. Grant Patterson was the demo favorite for all the kids and stuff.
That's what I like about Grant, is that he's so humble and he keeps his head on his shoulders.
You never smoke in your life? I'll sign it.
Well, Dustin always seems to amaze me. He always got a new bag of tricks. I couldn't believe the stuff he was doing, and just consistent and doing hard tricks fast. Just a good overall skateboarder. He can skate mini ramp, he can skate parks, he can skate street, rails, stairs, whatever you give him, he can skate it.
Actually, he had like a horseshoe up his ass the whole time. Like, he won every CeeLo game. He must have made more on that than he did per diem per week. Like, he must have made like $200-300 every time we played off everybody, so that sucked. And he's ripped demos. I think he got the most footage out of everyone. He grinded some big whale. For a while there, he was on a roll, which is pretty rad. So, and he was really laid back too. So, yeah, man, Monty was a good guy to have on that trip too.
I originally met Jordan probably this day after, I think it was, that he got his first shop sponsor before he got hooked up with everyone else at that old skate park back in the day. So yeah, like a few years we've known each other, but he's just upbeat, like hyper, has fun, just jokes around, stays in a positive mood, just puts it into his skating.
Man, ce gars-là, il est fou, mais c'est comme une machine. Là. Le gars, il est pas beef, mais tu sais, il skate comme c'est trop solide, c'est ça. Man. Il fait plein de flips, man. Il fait plein de trucs là, que tu t'attends pas à voir. Là.
Yeah, Jordan's pretty good. I remember we'd show up at demos and then we'd like all skate and then Jordan would just sit on the sidelines for a little while. And
I had a little incident with the flat bar. And I think I don't know what I did to my finger, but it hurts. But we're gonna keep trying to represent. Monty's ripping, Patterson's ripping as usual. Peju's holding it down. Everyone out there.
And like when everybody started getting exhausted and dead, then Jordan would jump on his board and like he'd do the one-man demo thing and like just kind of a different from Paul and from Crowley and more clean and. He has manners and cares about what he says, and while some other guys are just like all over the place and they don't care about their cleanliness or their hygiene, he's a bit more clean and more classy, maybe I'd say.
The Under Attack experience was good for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Had a great time. Never seen the East Coast of Canada, but if you're ever in the East Coast, check out Montreal and check out Quebec City because those places are hot. And they're going off. Summertime, yeah. 2004, Under Attack, Tabernacle, what?
Nathan Lacoste, I know him from last year. He's another one that's coming up. He's just so good. Skates everything. He got the nicest 3 flips I've ever seen. Kickflip, no slides. Learns new stuff all the time.
There's one great time about Lacoste was he was super broke, super pissed at me, which is part of the job, in some small town, some garage in the Rockies, like super mad. And he wanted to get some money. I couldn't give him any money because we don't have any money. It's like, Dom, I have no money for food. Him and Swell, actually. So we had a big argument, and I just can't let the guys go on without food. Whether they told me the truth or not, that's another story. So I looked at their costs, and I figured he was hurting pretty bad. So I went to him and said, okay, we're gonna buy you some food and credit card. He goes, does his thing, usually ignoring me after he gets what he wants. Comes back, he's eating, he's fed. I'm driving down the highway in the Rockies late at night, and the cost comes up and he goes, hey Dom. He goes, what? Throws a cookie in my lap and goes, I stole a cookie for you. And he just walks away. I was like, wow. That's like in my eyes, for the way the cost and I communicated, that was like the coolest thing that probably could happen to me.
Keep watching, because we coming at you.
One sentence in general, the whole tour, I'll say it was a bunch of strangers who don't know anybody at all that got together and bonded fairly well, and adventures followed suit because of it. And because we bonded so well and so tightly, we were able to do the craziest and the funniest things. And we all had our characters, we all had our individual ways. We still did things like swimming in the ocean. We still did things like hanging out in Halifax and looping it up. We had problems, we got together real tight. We fixed problems as a unit. What we've done, I think, was the craziest thing was on West Coast, was us getting kicked out of the hotel. That was by far one of the most interesting moments in my life in this tour. It was interesting because a lot of nasty stuff happened, whereas, as the skaters grabbed their bags and walked out, it was my birthday, and they said, happy birthday, Dom, and they walked out with an escort of a police officer. you know, or they all sang happy birthday as we're driving to Winnipeg. That's where Felix Fauché came in there. He's actually one of the underrated guys in the whole tour. Felix Fauché was like, yeah, let's go. We'll drive right to Winnipeg.
Winnipeg tonight.
He did that drive right to Winnipeg for like 8 hours without even batting an eye. I spent a lot of time trying to find out what Felix Fauché's drive is. I kind of have an idea, and I appreciate that from Felix.
The trip was fun, though. It was. Got to skate with all your friends, got to see Canada, and that's the best way to travel.
Something I wanted to do once in my life. But it was pretty fun. I might do it again, depending like who's on the trip.
Yeah, I'd definitely do the Undertag tour again, just because it's memories that you, like, I'm gonna remember that stuff forever. Like, stuff I've never done before, stuff that I've never seen before, places I've never seen before. I've never ever wanted to go across Canada, and after that tour I was like, Canada actually has some decent stuff, like good skate spots, nice people, beautiful girls. You can't go wrong, you know. I'd definitely do that again for sure.
3 conditions. Malls, and Grant Patterson.
Well, I have to give some props to Alex, because he's got so much stuff on his plate right now, and he's got tons of stuff to worry about. And for me, like, doing this tour is like extra on top of everything else. And it's not easy to get people organized and make him come and get him plane tickets and fork out a bunch of money. And I think that Alex in a way just didn't get the credit that he deserved, and he didn't get enough thank yous, and people should respect what he did more than what he got. I think he did that for the love of skateboarding, I think, and he likes to help people out and make people shine.
Grant killed this place last year.
After all this stuff, he was still trying to make, TV shows, and, now we have the free RDS skate park sessions in Vancouver, and he's just always doing something for the scene. And to me, that's a good example to follow, because I want to try and do the same thing. And that's a good feeling at the end of the day, you could look back and say, wow, I made a difference.
About a million miles away, I watch the faces on the train, and I'm humming something simple. I'm just trying to capture scenes, trying to capture feeling themes. What it's like to lose dreams, what it's like to live life at twice the normal speed. I'm astonished to be conscious of the forces that are working, just lurking in the shadows, lying guided guns to battle, trying to hide when come a cattle home to roost the boosters saddles, how to loose the saddle shackles, cruise juice to lose the battle. Yeah, of course we had shackles back then, but kids these days don't have a shit hope in hell. Locked to a roof, it's the use, of course, and the use got culture. The youth to call the new they're fed dead to the vulture, to get fed, to get fat, to be bred, to be exactly what they're after. Fit the word with the laughter. Well, they ruin the youth with gimmicks, limit music with truth in it. Now whose truth depends on how you spin it. Cattle tipping, couldn't chip and put my paddle in the water. Slipping through the liquid dissonance, so heavy from the sun. Get it home for the night, let the cloud kill the sun. Yet another day has come and gone. Never noticed the big plan. The way I was raised to work apart and build big space. Say you get through all the hard knocks, shakedown. Seeing cops buzzing like thieves, making takedown. I got friends doing others, raising some kids. Former lovers, old friends, and both became foes. Nowhere near where I think it's supposed to go. Never really left it yet, though respect goes folks get told. Then you never see a show sold out. Friends I got a lot of, I don't need no more. Here we go, bigger than before. Should I get the dough? If I don't open it, then I don't know who it's for. Hee-haw, G-paw, let's do the do-si-do. Grab a gal around the waist and show folks that they supposed to. Everybody got a grind, cause it makes a better groove. Gotta stop and take the time so you can build a better you. Some run blind, done with mind roaming too long. Spent looking back at time before it's all coming and gone. with a razor to shave my first stash. The first dime store dash, to rob penny candy cash. Blowing through my hood with the force of kitty crab. We're approaching the age where you gotta start acting like a man can't get away with things like you used to. So I found the pavement, indentation, man, we intend to prevent. Sin and start to repent. Hey world, I regret nothing, it's just me here. Triple fist and 3 beer, goggles on and can't see clear. How you supposed to find comfort in the cold? How you supposed to live knowing you die when you get old? It's a cold, cold world and the shoulder's colder. You ditching your convictions when you start feeling older. The trick is not to think, it's just drinking the illusion. Flowers are much brighter than this dope-fueled delusion. I'm all about retirement and don't get me wrong, man, but don't get slow. It slows the Gomez on, so I started growing weak and couldn't speak except in song. Tired of being a freaky in a world where I don't belong.
Here's what we have in store for next season of the Under Attack Show, Yesterday's Future. We follow the Under Attack skaters as they travel around the world, from Seattle to Calgary into Southern California. Don't forget to check out underattacktour.com for special behind-the-scenes footage. To own this show and other videos on DVD, order online at www.underworld-shop.com.
Talking about good times.
If you want to know more about the music in our shows, or just want to know what's going on, check out underattacktour.com and stay in touch with the underground.